Hey, what is up guys, it is BrenSki, and today I'm going to be opening my freshman letter that I wrote to myself in freshman year of high school to open in senior year. So first let me explain how I got this in the first place. So our freshman teacher, Mr. Melvin, thank you Mr. Melvin, I really liked you as a teacher as well. Thank you so much for having us do this. It's honestly pretty awesome, and pretty soon here I'm about to read this and kind of like, you know, spew my thoughts of what I think my life is like now. Alright, so let me begin. So let me just first off apologize for any ridiculously embarrassing things that I wrote in here. This was from freshman year, so I don't know, you know, a lot of these things I don't really, feel so much anymore, but let's get into it. So it starts with BrenSki, period 6, Mr. Melvin. What? What are you looking another way? What the fuck is that for?
My leg is really itchy and I'm trying to avoid it.
Alright, so let's begin. My anxieties are probably getting caught up in IB so much I become a homework robot. Definitely not true. Well, actually, let me just hold all comments off for the end because
That'd
there's gonna
be
be way too many comments, definitely. All right, so let's begin again. My anxieties are probably getting caught up in IB so much I become a homework robot. For politics, I would say I don't care at all who wins and who loses. Gosh, I cannot spell I didn't spell loses right. Anyway, they are both world-class promise breakers. Obama, Romney, because that was who was going to be elected that year. I wish to keep my GPA at least 3.5. My favorite music artists are Eminem, Royce da 5'9", and Slaughterhouse. My favorite TV show is South Park. I only read when my teachers assign books. My favorite movies are probably the Bourne series, The Hangover, and Horrible Bosses. I also love the Halo video game series. I wish that over the 4 years, I hope I keep up with IB. I think I will be admitted to one of the Ivy League schools in the Northeast. My favorite teacher will be Mr. Jordan and Mr. Melvin. One bad story about IB was staying up till 3 a.m. doing homework and that it's all busy work. My dream car currently is a midnight blue or black sailing Mustang. To get clothes at Aeropostale. In college, I want to major in architecture. So, let me begin. I'm just gonna basically, when I critique this, kind of go through and share my thoughts of how I was to how I am now. I'm just gonna go back through it and read off the things. So, first sentence. My anxieties are probably getting caught up in IB so much I become a homework robot. That is definitely not true. A homework robot. I really actually, reading back through this, I really worried a whole lot about IB as if I was gonna become a robot and like just doing a whole bunch of busy work. Which, you know, at least I become more self-aware now, and that it's, you know, it was just kind of bullshit work, mostly. And it definitely did not do that. So anyway, continuing. For politics, I say I don't care who wins or loses. They're both world-class promise breakers. That's kind of a funny statement in my opinion, honestly. I mean, really, I don't have a huge opinion in politics now as a senior or graduate, whatnot, whatever you want to say. Like politics, I'm not huge on them. I am very mixed between Republican, Democrat, whatever, if you want to put those labels on it. I have pretty mixed opinions. Going through here, I wish to keep my GPA at least 3.5, which I did manage on weighted, which weighted, which, you know, fucking butterfly.
It's a B.
It was a B. Oh shit. Okay, well.
That's why I was laughing.
Oh. My favorite music artists are Eminem, Royce da 5'9", and Slaughterhouse. Which is true, I do like all three of them, but I have gotten some new ones, such as, you know, Dizzy Wright, Hobson, Jared Benton, Logic. Of course, the person recording this actually loves Logic herself. So, yeah. And Snow the...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And Snow the Product as well. My favorite TV show is South Park. Yes, definitely. My favorite TV show actually still is South Park. I really don't actually keep up with any other TV shows whatsoever. South Park's the only one I watch just because it's during a certain part of the year and it's, you know, every Wednesday, which I watch it on Thursday on their website. It's freaking cool. I definitely recommend South Park for you guys who have not watched South Park. Definitely. It's really funny. So I only read when my teachers assign books. That definitely an interesting statement. Personally, I hate that kind of rigid restriction of you must read this because that's what we're reading, and you know, a lot of the stuff that we were assigned, I really had no interest in, and whenever I have zero interest in something, I'm really, like, barely gonna do it, like, whatsoever. Like, I hate doing things I don't enjoy doing, or at least to some degree I'm getting compensated for something, because if I'm just doing this for nothing and I don't like it, what is the point of living in that kind of way? So I actually do read though now, because that was like I only read when I would teach assigned books. I do actually read now, and I read stuff that I'm interested in, you know, business or fitness or any kind of things along that nature. My favorite movies, probably the Bourne series, The Hangover, and Horrible Bosses. Definitely like all those movies still. And you know, moving forward, I also love the Halo video game series. I haven't played Halo in forever, but that has been one of my favorite video game series throughout my entire life. I still love the series, I just don't play it anymore. But I do still like it. So one of the biggest statements in this letter is I would wish that keep up over the 4 years, I would keep up with IB. And honestly, it's kind of ridiculous how much stress that I like put on IB back like in freshman year. Like I was like crazy, like stressed out all the time, and honestly, I manage my stress so much better now. I actually don't get stressed out like whatsoever, because honestly, from my experience, when you feel stressful, it's because you're thinking like I'm stressed. But when you say I'm stressed, you end up just like causing yourself a lot more stress than need be. And then leading from that, even one bad story about IB was staying up until 3 a.m. doing homework, and it's all busy work. And yeah, honestly, I quickly learned that in high school, a lot of the work that you're given is just bullshit busy work to do it for the sake of doing it, which is just so ridiculous. Nowadays, I'd find myself staying up till 3 a.m. editing videos, because that's what I actually enjoy doing, and it's not at all like, it doesn't feel like work to me when I'm making videos or editing videos, because I love doing it and I just enjoy it. Doing busy work like the IB work that we had, at least freshman year, it was really bad. Like honestly, like the past couple years like in IB, like junior, senior year, there wasn't a ton of busy work as much so, but freshman year was horrible with outlines. Don't even get me into outlines right now. It was freaking miserable. So that's honestly what the 3 a.m. Was from. But yeah, that was pretty ridiculous, I must say, just doing all that busy work. So then moving into the last little statement here, I was just talking about how getting a midnight blue or black sailing Mustang. Honestly, nowadays, like I really like the GTR more so than even those two cars. But honestly, I may not even have a car if I live in like a big city or something like that. You just really don't need one, because there's so much public transportation and ways to get around. And then the very last statement in this letter was, in college I want to major in architecture, which has actually changed quite a bit. I still appreciate architecture and I really like it as an art form, but that's not something I really want to pursue now in my life. I'm more so into the business side of things, and as well as possibly computer science. Sticking with that, I'm not exactly sure right as of this date right now what I'm going to be doing at UCF, but you know, I just need to figure that out. I got some time to do that. So in retrospect, overall, I feel this letter was pretty eye-opening, kind of interesting how my life was looking into it from freshman year. It's changed so much since then, like entirely. Like my whole entire mental perspective has flipped. And honestly, like one of the biggest switches and transitions from that like point in my life, where I was like, my main things were pretty much just video games, staying inside, eating Doritos, and doing homework for IB. That's pretty much like some of my main things that I did. And honestly, looking back at it, this is a terrible way that I lived my life. I mean, I was happy to some degree, but it's just nothing like the kind of happiness that I feel now in my life. So I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys who have been here throughout my 4 years and for what is to come in the future. So if you guys enjoyed me reading my freshman letter to my current self now, it's been quite interesting kind of looking into how my life was. Thank you once again, Mr. Melvin, for having us do this. I really appreciate it. It's been quite interesting, I must say. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more featured content, share this video to your friends. You know, I really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.